So I wanted to talk about why streaming today in 2025 is damn near like impossible, especially for like newcoming streamers. And this, I'm not trying to make this video to discourage anybody, but this is a common trend that I see that's happening within the streaming space that's making it difficult for everybody. And it's nobody's fault per se. But me and my boy was having a conversation, and then it's so funny because Soul Illuminati have an exact video about this topic as well. And he was talking about, first of all, everybody wants to be a streamer. We saw that uptick like probably a little bit after the pandemic, which is like 2021, but it wasn't as bad until like Kai Cenat started blowing up. And kudos to him, he's doing a great job. And like DDG being in the streaming space now heavy, like running it up crazy. And then it's like, here's the problem with streaming now, right? For me personally, I don't watch any IRL streams, and a lot of people have been telling me, oh, do IRL. I'm like, bro, my life, first of all, in order to do IRL streaming, the bar is set so fucking high. You damn near got to be doing the iCarly series. If you guys know what iCarly is, it's basically like a TV web series, but recorded as a show. So all the activities and things that you see that be happening on stream, they're not just happening randomly. They're set up, they're orchestrated, they're scripted. It's like acting. It's like low budgeting acting. It's like acting at home. Like if you were to watch F1, the movie, instead of going to the movie theater, Twitch is the new movie theater and the new television, right? For the IRL streaming space. So in order for a newcomer to come in and be able to compete when they don't have a budget and don't have as many like crazy moments as the next guy, it's kind of gonna be like, okay, you're boring. And I've dealt with that a lot too, because I remember I was streaming Call of Duty because they have a new term called desktop streaming, which is basically streaming. But desktop streaming is when you sit down and you play games and you basically stream from your PC and you're not outside, basically IRL streaming, right? So that's the term that is called now. It's called desktop streaming for whatever reason. But I was on stream the other day, right? And somebody was like, oh, your streams is boring. And I'm like, I got 800 people on my TikTok live and like probably like a good 40, 50 people got like a good 200-300 subs. This was when I was streaming active, like constantly. So we was growing. And the dude came in, he was like, your stream is boring. I'm like, sorry if there's like sirens and shit. I don't have a microphone, but I wanted to make this video because it's on my mind. But yeah, Brody was like, my stream is boring. I'm like, how's my stream boring? Like, if you think it's boring, you have a choice to leave. You don't have to watch my stream. I'm not holding a gun to your head saying, oh, you have to watch my stream, right? And he was like, oh, there's nothing exciting happening. It's just like you playing the game. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to fucking blow up a house and do random shit just to get your attention. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. That's not my body. It's never been my body. I like to play the game. That's what I'm interested in doing, right? I do it in a freakish ass way. If you guys have seen my streams, I think that's entertaining enough, and I just want to be the best player at doing it the way that I do it, right? Showing that I'm able to compete on a level with the remote controls that I use, right? And make it entertaining and funny in whatever way that I do that, right? But it just seems to be very, I guess the problem now is like, oh, if you're not doing something outlandish and shit, it's boring. And it's like, I don't understand that. Like, and that's why it's like, another thing I wanted to talk about too is the clip farming aspect of it as well. And clip farming is necessary now. It is like mandatory. If you're gonna stream, you have to clip farm. That is the only way for you to promote your stream. So short form content is necessary, right? But the line that we need to draw is like, people are gonna be so desperate to make a clip farm moment that nothing's gonna be authentic anymore, right? Everything is just gonna look like it's for a clip instead of you being present for the stream, right? And that was the problem that I was running with when I recently started streaming with as well. And even though it's not that much of a problem, like making organic or just streaming without thinking about a moment and just being present in it is like, it's damn near like impossible to do, because everyone is always waiting for like the next, okay, what's the next wildest shit that he's gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And then if you look at the common trend of people that are like popping off right now, their content is insane. Like, not in a bad way, but it's like insane production, well thought out. They have a whole production team. And then most of the times, like, streaming used to be like you and OBS in a room. You turn the stream on, you talk to your people through the live stream and through the Twitch chat, and that's it. That's what streaming used to be, right? I grew up with Dashy, even though he's not really a streamer. You know, Corey, Brad Games, I said Brad Games, Brad HD, I think it's called. Like that era, that was my era of games, right? So Illuminati when he played 2K, yeah. But like now it's gotten so out of touch. Everyone wants to do it. And like, even when I went to an event the other day, right? It was like a music event. I saw somebody, one of my homies streaming, and it's like, I don't know, it's just something about it felt so disconnected. It just felt like it was streaming for the bag, right? And another thing about it is, here's point number 3. There's a lot of celebrities that don't need to be streaming, bro, right? And I feel like IRL streaming, it has turned into one of them spaces where you can just get a quick dollar, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people like Tyler, which is she's an African artist, TYLA, right? You have people like there's some other rappers that's starting to stream now. I forget their name, but it slips my mind. I think it was Lil TJ. He was trying to stream the other day. I'm just like, bro, like, some of y'all, no offense, but it's like, bro, all they have to offer is like behind the scenes of what happens at a music video, like flashy shit, going shopping. Like, they're not like, they don't have a streamer personality. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want it to sound like there's a streamer personality, but it's like, we know that rappers are rappers, and then there's the streamers and content creators. Those are two different things, right? There's a select few of people that could blend the two spaces together, but like seeing little TJ stream and seeing like a fucking Fabio Foreign stream, like I don't really see that doing well. But it has become a space where it's like, yo, damn, how much money you making off streaming? And then once they hear the bag that's made off of streaming, everybody want to hop on the wave, and it's just going to make it harder for people who are genuinely interested in streaming. I think Saya spoke about it as well, the influx in people who want to stream just because of the bag. And a lot of people may not know that I do watch him, but I do watch him. I think he's hilarious, and he talks a lot of real shit too. He actually inspired a lot of the shit that I watch on my channel. I like to watch a lot of people like Wylearn, BizPad. You probably know who that is. It's Jimmy Talks. There's all like, those are my squares, you know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate because like anything that becomes mainstream, and I say this all the time, it don't matter what the fuck it is. Anything that becomes mainstream, bro, is clipped. It is clipped to the general public. I remember streaming was something that was dweeby and nerdy and like, oh, you stream? What the fuck? Now, like, if you do what normal streamers do, which is turn on the game and just talk to the chat and not do the most flip off the wall or fucking blow up your house, if you're not doing shit like that and you just do the normal shit, you're looked at as a lame, you're lazy, this, that, and the third. It's so backwards now. I don't understand that shit. And I was having a conversation with one of my homies, right? He used to stream as well. And a lot of people was like, yo, why you stop streaming, bro? You was getting some motion. He was like, bro, there comes a point where it's like, it's just too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was saying like, you damn near gotta break your back. And there's just some things that I'm not willing to do that you have to do in order to stream. And I was saying that in my video a while back, where I was like, while I stopped streaming for a while, I was like, yo, there's a lot of demand. And then the other thing about it is, y'all already know I talked about this a few things ago, but the streaming community, people who watch streams, usually are pretty brain rot. Like, they're pretty like fucked up in the head mentally, right? And I say this because not everybody, right? I'm not gonna talk about my day one supporters like that. I'm talking about the people who are actually fucked up in the head, right? People are like, yo, bro, you see, everyone knows who Dabo is, right? The guy who's known for being chopped, right? And people's like, yo, you see how Dabo, he plays into like the ugly jokes and this, that, and the third. And you see now he's up, like he don't even got to work a job no more. And I'm like, Okay, right? That's a valid point. I understand what you're saying, but look at how he gets treated in public, right? And how his girlfriend, if that is his girlfriend, she gets treated in public. There was a guy that walked up on bro in public and tried to take his girl. Oh damn, shit. Again, so there was a guy that walked up on bro and tried to take his girl right in his face in public, right? Like that's the if that happened to me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gonna have to square up, bro. How you gonna disrespect me like that in front of my John, my lady, right? But that's the kind of shit that's what happens when you allow trolling to go too far, right? And people are like, yo, just allow people to, crack jokes at your teeth, this, that, and the third. It's gonna pay off. You're gonna get the bag. But it's like, at the price of what, right? That I don't want that happening to me in real life, bro. I don't want people walking up to me thinking it's okay to crack jokes on my teeth in real life, bro. You will get swung on, right? I don't feel no type of way about it. Like, if you ask me a question about it, cool, but I don't have to deal with those altercations. But if I invite those kind of jokes and then I get spotted in public and people know, and there's clips everywhere of people cracking jokes at me, and I'm like entertaining it and enabling it, and it becomes like a whole thing. I get a billion views and clips is going crazy. I get a fucking Colgate commercial because, my teeth is just my teeth. Then that's gonna become a whole nother thing, right? It then becomes a thing of like, oh, they only fuck with me because they could crack jokes at my teeth. They could troll on me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they fuck with me for me. So I'm like, where's the level, like, where you get the bag and then you have self-respect? You feel what I'm saying? That's just where I was at, and a lot of people did not understand it when I was talking about it in my last video, where I was like, yo, I don't like doing this shit because a lot of people be coming out their face and saying this, that, and the third, and I don't fuck with that, because I would not allow people to talk to me like that in real life. So why would I enable it on stream, right? But people's like, oh, you soft, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, it's not about being soft, bro. It's just like, if I wouldn't allow that shit in real life, why would I allow it on the internet? You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, that's besides the point, right? So you have number one, everybody and their mother's doing it. The quality in which the streaming is going to, advertisers are dropping a bag in there, because like streamers are getting more concurrent viewers than live TV at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? We have seen the numbers. We have seen Streamer University. I haven't watched it. I never watched the IRL stream. I'm just keeping it a band with you. I haven't. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't sit down and watch an IRL stream. The only way I'm able to keep up with IRL streams is from clips, and that's how I know what be going on, right? I go on my TikTok, I look at a few things, and I'm like, oh shit, this happened. They talk. People are talking about it around me, but like all of my friends that I talk to, they're doing content. Like they're big content creators. They're like, bro, I don't watch streams. I just only know what's going on because of the TikTok clips. And I'm like, that's crazy, bro. So I don't know. It's just, I feel like a lot of the people that do watch streams and things of that nature are kids. I have yet to run into somebody that watch IRL streams. A lot of people be like, yo, bro, you have the perfect personality for IRL streams. I'm like, I hear you, but that ain't my thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't do it. I can't do it because I already know what it comes with. And I know who I am and what I'm comfortable with doing, what I'm not comfortable with doing. I'm not comfortable with going outside, doing this, that, and the third, and just doing the absolute most just to get a clip. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's the approach I have to take, but judging by the way that the game is right now, clip farming is necessary. Like, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. If you want to be a successful streamer, you have to clip farm. You have to have this is what you got to do. You got to stream, and before you get on stream, you got to have a bunch of shit that you like, oh yeah, I got to make a clip of this, clip of that, clip of that. And then you got to set up the scenario, right, where it's natural, and then it happens as the stream is going on. That's how they get the clip farm moments. All of these clips that you see, some of them be authentic, but most of them, 90% of the clips, are not organic. When I say that, it's acting. It's just acting on a live stream, like less professional level, right? And you guys notice, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with enjoying that content, right? But I'm just saying, like, if you want to make it in the streaming space, especially now, this is what it takes, right? Especially if you're doing IRL streaming, bro. because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, it's what else is there to do, right? Everything is being done as we speak, as you're watching this video, right? Even the gaming space, those who are, you know, desktop streamers. I don't like using that word because I feel like it's disrespectful. I'm gonna just say streaming, right? Everything has been done, right? So you kind of gotta think, and this is why I be like, man, if you're gonna stream, think of something that no one else is doing, or if it's a personality, something. Be yourself, right? And figure out a way to get clips out of that. You know what I'm saying? And then once you do that, you're gonna be Gucci. But that's the video for today. I don't want to make this a long video. If you want to get more context of what I'm talking about, go watch Soul Illuminabi's video. And it'll, because it kind of inspired this video as well. I wanted to talk about it a little bit, but yeah.